What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
Hey fellas, we're at camp and this is our first time really because met up with a guy I've been meaning to do an open night with for a long time now, Quality Jackson. You know, the guy who's just sending everyone stuff on YouTube. Brilliant lad. We're just arrived at camp. We've probably been here for a good hour, maybe hour and a half or so. So we sort of started to set up camp and I'll just show you what we've done so far. And this is Tom's setup. He's got the Lavu tent as used by Sandy of Jacklaw Knives. And to be honest, it went up pretty damn quick, which is quite impressive. So I think you can fit 2 guys in there probably quite comfortably. And I'm not sure whether you have to waterproof them or not, because the idea is if you get it nice and taut, you're not going to have any room for puddling, hence you shouldn't really get any leaks. So it'll be interesting to see how it holds up, because rain is forecast for this evening. I've gone for the Dutch Army 2-man tent. Again, I've just got some brand new Nikwax waterproofing stuff to do it, but I've decided not to because I thought if I get it nice and taut, which it still needs to be finished off properly in a minute, I'll tend to that. I want to see how waterproof it is. I mean, if it does leak, I've got a new waterproof sleeping bag I'm trying for the first time, and I've also got my waterproof Flectarn top and bottoms. So there's no way I'm going to get wet really. If it does leak, it's not a problem. Just a few things. I didn't take the poles with me. I just made my own. 4 foot pieces of wood there. Just used a takedown saw. Really easy. Just cut them a little bit longer than what you think. Take them and try them to suit. Cut them down to size. They're both perfect. I've got the survival bag in there with lots and lots of leaves underneath because I've got a nice comfortable mattress now. And the blow up inflating mat. Sleeping bag to go on there in a sec. A few creature comforts for later on. There's the Burgonair. You don't really want to have kit all over the place. Try and keep it in your pack if you can. It's hard, but it's good practice. Got to watch out for the guidelines. And we're right by the stream because we camped here before, well, Roach and I, and that side of the stream is a lot lower. So when it does flood, it never ever floods on this side. So I can camp right up close and we're fine. And yeah, if I need some water, I'll just go down the gully there. All good to go. So yeah, we're going to have a fire right in the middle of both of our setups. We've made quite a bit of ample room there because if we look above, you've got a decent canopy there, so when it does rain, hopefully it shouldn't really put the thing out. As long as we keep an eye on it and keep feeding it, I think we're going to be fine with the fire going there. And of course, both of us having canvas tents and none of that nylon stuff, it shouldn't really melt anything, so I think we should be good. So I'll go and show you the main guy now. Here he is.
Made it at last.
Yeah, can't believe it, mate. Everyone's been saying, where's Tom going to do an overnighter? And he's finally got out and done it.
First one in 2 years.
2 years. How's it feel, mate?
Nice to be here.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to be outside and just to try stuff that you've seen on the old videos, isn't it, really?
Definitely. It's nice to meet up with you as well after this long time.
Yeah, you too, mate. Yeah, I know, it's great. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, this is what it's all about, you know, meeting up with guys and,
Definitely, yeah.
you know, you can talk a lot more words than you can just texting on the screen, really. So,
Yeah, you can, yeah.
so there you go.
You get a feel of the person more, I think. A bit
Yeah, more human, isn't
more.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, you know what I mean?
Enjoy it.
So there it is, guys. We're going to crack on now and do a little few more bits to the camp, and we'll get back to you soon. Really fancied a cup of coffee, but to be honest, I'll make this one for Tom. He's going to have it first, because if it wasn't for Tom's Facebook, I would never have ever found out about the Esbit coffee maker. And as you can see, she's done now. Turn her off to save the old fuel.
Yes, thank you.
And it's all yours, mate.
Thank you very much. Brilliant job. Cheers, really.
Sorted, mate, isn't it? Might have to let it cool down a bit, because that's going to be proper hot.
Yeah, it is indeed.
But yeah, we're having a nice time out
that's
here.
nice.
Brilliant.
That's a handy tool for sure, that is.
It
Definitely.
is, mate, and you can just put it on the fire or anything, as I've seen in other videos. Nice bit of kit, that.
Definitely.
Well, we've just got some water on the boil. I'm going to have some cheap old noodles. I think I got these, they're 11 pence a pack. 2 packs are about right for a quick lunch really, so hopefully there's enough water in there to do both of them. As I say, you can bring sandwiches if you want. But no, we like fire. Fire's good. Nice and simple really, no mess, just water and noodles. So easy a monkey can do it. Easy peasy. Well, it didn't take too long, as usual. Just keep it on a low heat because it will boil over and bite you on the ass. So you just keep an eye on it, and we're looking pretty good there now. As I say, 22 pence, mate. When you've got a few calories in here, it's pretty good. Well, of course, every time you use the mug, whether you have tea, coffee, food, whatever, always just wash it up. Don't just leave it till later on when you need it again. All I use is that, just a little travel bottle with washing up liquid, and it seems to do quite a good job in keeping everything in there. Just a little squirt and a tiny little bit of Scotch-Brite. Nothing fancy, just to scrub and get all the muck out. And give it a good rinse, and you're good to go. Always keep your kit clean if you can. Which makes sense. Because, you know, the old adage goes, if you get ill, you stay ill. And you really don't want to get ill in a place like this. Shit, it's the fan. There's no doctors or hospitals. You really got to pay attention to food hygiene big time. You really do. Well, we've just been having a bit of downpour now and again, and some of it's really heavy for about 10-20 minutes. It sort of eases off and comes and goes. But as I said earlier, I didn't waterproof it. I chose not to. I've got the waterproofing knickknacks at home. But as I said, you know, as long as it's all pegged out relatively taut, it's very important. I checked inside now, and there's not one drop of water inside. It's fantastic, really good. It's canvas, as you can see. But yeah, it's brilliant. Really, really chuffed. And all I've done is a bit of extra, as you can see there. I've just put the 4-foot branch that I just felled going up inside there. And I've just done another little one, just as a bit of extra support. Because yeah, you can move the old guy lines out, but to give it a little bit extra, just whacked a little stick in there. Just chucked it down nearby, nothing drastic. But it's holding it out. It's sort of pulling it apart, making it nice and taut. Which is the name of the game. And yeah, very, very happy so far. It's a bit early for mosquitoes, so I've got a little bit of it open so I can get in and out of air for putting stuff away and whatnot. Zipped up one section of it there. So it's all nice and watertight. And incidentally, those little flaps that come out, they really are a godsend, because without them, you know, this would have to be shut at all times, no matter what. You'd be forever opening the zip and shutting it every single time, a right pain on the arse. But with that there, it's stopping a lot of rain there, and all of the kit in there is proper dry. Very, very happy with the tent. Very happy indeed. You know, for 39 quid I think they are. Just roll it up, put it in the car, forget about it. You don't have to waterproof it, providing you set it up correctly. Yeah, you can't lose. And incidentally, Tom's little TP Lavu, whatever they're called, is doing really, really well. Really impressed with these. Again, you know, it's a bit weighty and it takes up loads of room in the backpack, so it's probably good for a vehicle-only option. But if you look at the rain there, it's just wicked. And he hasn't waterproofed it either. It come already like it, and it looks like a brand new one. I don't think it's ever been used. So yeah, all of his gear in there is nice and dry. The buttons are a right pain in the arse. They're really tight and hard to get open and closed. So you could remove them and just put a big strip of Velcro along there, but you're going to lose your poncho ideal there. But nonetheless, for what you pay for it, I think they're under 30 quid. Fantastic buy, really, really good. Come in 2 halves, just clip them together. There he is.
Hello there.
Hey,
Yeah.
lovely day, Tom, isn't it?
Oh, lovely. Well, it's not bad.
No.
It could be worse.
It could be worse, mate. Yeah.
Canopy's pretty thick, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
To be honest, but I'm glad these tents are.
If you just look up there, you know, that is shielding us from a lot of the rain, to be honest. And it's a good place to set up the camp really. I mean, I know we're right by the stream there, but as always, you know, when you do set up camp, always look around the environment you're in. I mean, you don't want to be by a widowmaker. You can see that right in the middle of the shot there at an angle. I mean, that is not going to go any further because it's resting against those trees there. But always check the trees around you, and you know, the canopy, as I said, we've got above us, perfect. And later on, if the rain passes, which we're hoping for, we've got a little fire pit area there, which we're going to fill up with some firewood, which we've procured, and we stashed away under the camo tarp that Tom kindly brought along as a backup, because it's always good to have a backup, right Tom?
Oh yeah.
Always good. So yeah, we've got all the dry firewood under there, no problem at all. So as I said, once you dries out a bit, get a nice fire on the go.
Yeah, hopefully.
Whoa! That would have been funny in the fucking
That
stream,
would've
wouldn't
been
it?
good. Right, I got you this, Darren. Just thanks for having me down.
You're kidding.
Nothing big, just
Oh
a
man,
thank you, that's all.
people keep giving me stuff. Oh shit. Oh, you got a book? Thanks. The Zombie Survival Guide. Mate, some nice gentle bedtime reading, I'm sure you'll agree.
I did.
Oh, thanks Tom. You just put that down there, nice and safe. Oh wow, look at that. That looks like fire rope.
It's actually off from
Yes.
it's military,
Oh yeah, that smells nice.
and I thought it might come in handy. It's like a braided rope,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's very strong.
Wow.
I thought it'd be alright for towing or
Oh, I see.
stringing stuff
Yeah,
up
yeah,
like.
Bloody hell. Yeah, I have to look into that because it's quite small and that's probably quite a long piece in there as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one, mate.
All
Yeah.
from them Netherlands,
Oh yeah, Dutch stuff, eh?
Dutch.
Look at that. It doesn't weigh much either, which is good.
No,
Been brilliant, that. Nice one, mate. Oh god, we've
and
got...
just something that's all go on your key ring. Or on your
That's a good
program.
idea. Well, yeah, look at it. It's like an EDC piece. Compass with an LED light on there as well. Oh, let's have a look on the back. LED light, squeeze to detach, key ring. It all comes apart. Oh, thanks, mate.
You're
Nice
welcome.
one, Tom.
No problem.
That's
You're
wicked,
welcome,
brother.
pal.
Unboxing in the woods.
Just pay me rent.
As you do. How cool is that? Well, we see this little blade I've got in the front there. I'm just trialling this out. I got it from Andy the other day. I bought it from Doberman Knives. And all I've done is I've just put Ranger bands, just attached it to my folk living. And they call it the Tactical Scalpel. Very nice piece of kit there. And I'll tell you what, you won't believe how sharp it is. It's proper wicked. It is like a real scalpel. But it's tough as hell. And you check the jimping on the top there. Beautiful piece of work. And it's just great in the hand. You look how it's sculpted. It's a tiny bit of kit. And they went on sale on Gear Bastion and they're almost all gone. I think it's got about 3 or 4 left out. And I'm so glad to have got one. Andy from Doberman Knives, guys. He makes some great stuff. A lot of them tactical orientated, which is fine, no problem with that. You can use that any way you want. What a tool. And it's nice to have as an accompanying blade to go with a folk living there. Comes with its own little sheath, Kydex. Fits quite well in there too. Paracord handle, very nice. And as soon as it turned up in the post, an hour later, it was my lunch break, I was using it. And I stripped loads of birch bark to bring with me today for some firelighting. And man, that seriously is a nice, sharp, strong tool. So check out Doberman Knives. You know, it makes sense. There you go, this is an honour to my friend of mine, Gareth. You know who you are, mate. And when I saw this shirt come available for £1, how can I say no? Got it back, mate. Right, it's evening meal time now, and it's 19:28 after 7 in old money. We got the water bottle, we got the Coleman stove, Crusader mug, and we got some food. It's going to be roast beef with vegetables, 2008, mashed potatoes, some pretzels, some Tootsie Rolls, and I'm looking forward to trying this. Chipotle snack bread with a bit of cheese bread with jalapeno. That's the American MRE, and that's what I'm going to be eating for my evening meal. If the weather was going to be nice, like I was hoping it was, we was going to have a nice big barbecue with beef and everything, but the way the rain keeps coming and going, lighting a fire might be a pain. I know it's going to be dry tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes for breakfast. These are good, butter buds. I almost forgot about these. It's like granulated butter, and you just tip it into your mashed potato and it just turns into butter. It's like magic. And of course you have to have salt and pepper in your mash as well, otherwise it is illegal. Right guys, all I've done is I've put the main meal in there, which is the roast beef and vegetables with the mashed potato, folded over and the top's squeezed down, so I've got the tear flaps exposed there, just easy to open when it's all cooked. Just put some water in a Crusader mug, got the Carmen on the go there, just come down ready for cooking. That's pretty much it. We're going to bring that to the boil and simmer that for, well, I don't know really, as long as you feel, I guess in 5-10 minutes, something like that. Tom's just trying out the hot can for the first time. It's got the little spiker out there you see in the background. Spiked it 3 times until it actually goes crunch. And then, yeah, we're going to time it, see how long it takes, but it's one of those things, it appears that nothing's happening and you think you've done something wrong, but after a few minutes, it does, it tells you it's starting. We'll show you that in a sec. That has literally been 2 minutes. 7:42, it's 2 minutes exactly, and it's really blowing a hoolie down there. It's working a treat. Loads of steam coming off it. And mine's just coming to the boil now. There it is, boys and girls. That took 12 minutes, and it is. You can see the steam come out there.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That's nice. It's proper hot, mate. You can't even hold that can. That's going to hurt you. So be very careful when you handle the can.
Hot, that is. Yeah, there's light heat around there as well.
It certainly is a hot can.
But the rain is starting to drip in it now, so
yeah.
I think I'm going to try and eat it now.
Get it down to Gregory, mate. Job's a good one.
Will do.
I'll tell you what, though, 12 minutes without having to use a fire or nothing like that. That is great for on the move food, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely. Definitely going to get some more of them.
Yeah.
I know they're a little bit pricey, but
good to have in your preps, mate.
Oh, definitely.
Just get one a month. I mean, you're not going to miss £5 or £6 a month. Just get them and store them. Right, that's it. We're done. I think that's pretty much ready to eat now. The bags have puffed up considerably, and yeah, it's been on the boil for quite a while now. I think our time check's about 13 minutes, 14 minutes coming up to now, on a rolling simmer boil, as it were. So yeah, made in 2008. If it's anything like the year 2000 ones I had, shouldn't have no problems at all with that. The American Army MREs. If they last for years and years and years, why not get them? In fact, you probably get them cheap because they are out of date. And so far from what I've tried, they're all good stuff, mate. They're all good. We're going to be trying these butter buds now. That's what it's like inside. Well, it's picking that up. It's a little powdery stuff. So we're going to put that inside. Our mashed potato. It's all in there. Give it a good old mix. Smells amazing. That's the roast beef and the vegetables in there. Smells delicious. It really does. It smells like a bit like Irish stew. And that's the mashed potato going on inside there. Just sat in the mug, sat on top of my little candle torch. Oh, I'll get stuck into that. Get some salt and pepper in there, and I think we're good to go. Tell you what, guys, this beef with gravy and vegetables, it's just absolutely amazing. There's a real piece of beef there. Seriously, nice and tender, not much fat on it. The gravy's just stunning. It's beautiful. It's like an Irish stew, but beefy instead of lamby. It's really nice. And I'm so impressed with it, so I'm going to have to keep my eyes out. And that mashed potato, that is absolutely just like you've made it at home. I don't know how they can make this 5 years ago and it still tastes like you've just taken it out of the oven. Seriously impressed with this, and I'm not exaggerating. The roast beef with vegetables, MRE, and the mashed potato, what a meal. That is seriously going to fill me up, keep me nice and warm. And I'll have to make room for some dessert as well. But so far, mate, that is top tucker. It really is. The armed forces in this day and age are seriously spoilt. Brilliant stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, as far as main meals go, that was a proper pucker nosh. Really, really nice. Absolutely made up with that. So we're going to give the old pretzels a try now, as you do. Because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when you're out in the field and you're not very fit, you know, you're kneeling down a lot, you're crouching down and you're up and down. And when you come to lie down, sometimes you get cramp. So if you do get cramp, just get as much salt down here as you can. So pretzels, loads of salt on there. I put loads of salt in my mashed potato. And the beef products that I ate as well, that was quite salty, so I think we're pretty good. Doesn't matter if they're bashed up a bit. Food is fuel at the end of the day, and you can see all the bits of salt stuck in there. Nothing wrong with those whatsoever. Really nice. Well, there's Tom and his little teepee there. Surviving, mate. He's got the Hexie on the go, just purified some water. He's going to bring that to the boil, make himself a nice drink. But we're just at our evening meals and having a bit of a chill out. I mean, the rain's been coming and going, you can't really do nothing about it. So, you know, you've got a nice big shelter there, so why stand outside and get soaking wet? It's just nice to sort of come inside and have a chill out. And happy days, eh, Tom?
Yeah, lovely. The rain would ease off a little bit more, but it's all right. It's fine.
Yeah, beautiful, mate, isn't it? The
Fine.
great outdoors, brother. This hasn't been used for quite a while. The last time I used this was my first night in the woods. All it is a tobacco tin with candle wax in there, with candles. Got the idea from Jedi Night in the Woods and just modified it a little bit, as you do. All I've done was got the empty tobacco tin and put 4 little tea lights, candle lights, in the bottom, complete of their metal surrounds. And all I've done was the other 4 tea lights. I took the wicks out with the little silver bases on the bottom, put those on top of the 4 candles that's in there already, and just poured loads of candle wax in there. And the way I've done the melted the candle wax was rather than just mess up a pot or have a nightmare on cleaning it up and that, I just used a plastic takeaway container from your local takeaway. Just break up loads of bits of candles in there and just put it in the microwave and just keep an eye on it on a medium heat maybe, and melted it all sufficiently and just poured it in there and then just thrown the takeaway container away, because we got hundreds of them at home and didn't really miss it. A nice clean way, no clearing up, just a nice and easy job. I'm not sure how long this will last, only time will tell, but as you can see there's 4 wicks there, and it's pretty loaded up with candle wax. It makes a nice little light really. You don't need to light all 4 of them, just one is more than enough. It's a nice bit of kit and should last a hell of a long time really. It's that time again, boys. All the way from Cuba this time, another Patagas. That's my last ever one. After this I've got 2 torpedoes and I've got one of those Blondie sugary tasting things. So I've really got to get some cigars. Of course, use the old flame down there as you would. The rest is history. Hey fellas, having a lovely time. The tent's nice and dry inside, no problems whatsoever, really chuffed. Don't have to waterproof them at all. Good canvas, keep it stretched, no worries. Cigars going down a treat, just cracked open a beer, just listened to the rain at the tent, it was lovely. I had a couple of cracks of thunder earlier, which was pretty interesting. We're waiting to see some lightning, but well, I don't think we will. I think it's just going to be a couple of rumbles and it's going to pretty much clear off. So yeah, Tom's over there, he's having a great time in his little tent. Brilliant, it's really cool. and the guy knows more than he lets on. You guys, he really does. He's no rookie, which is great. It really is. So it just goes to show, you know, you watch the videos, you try and take it all in, but it's not until you actually go out in the field and you try things out, then you learn. You could spend a lifetime reading books. Yeah, you're going to learn something, but until you actually try things, man, you don't know shit. Simple as that. You have to go out and try things. And it doesn't matter if things go wrong, you know, if you're clever enough, you learn by it and you don't make the mistake again. You know, there's so many things to learn, it's crazy. And yeah, just having a nice chill time now. It really is nice. I've moved the sleeping bag out of the way, just laying onto me roll mat, me self-inflating mat. Still fully clothed, still got my boots on, just in case I have to do a runner or whatever. I'm not going to be running around in a bloody soaking wet with my socks on. So I've got half of the tent zipped and half of it opened, because Tom's probably, I don't know, about 15 feet that way, and we're both chatting to each other. It'd be nice, you know, if the weather wasn't like this, so we can have a fire, but it is what it is. And if the forecastmen have got it right, by the time we wake up, there's going to be no rain all day. So we're hoping to get a fire on the go in the morning and do some interesting breakfast. We've got to like some of the things we got. It's pretty cool. It's a new one for me on YouTube, I think, for what I'm going to try and do. So, yeah, see how it goes. Well, I don't know if you can see this quite well, but inside the tent, you've got these sections here. And if you plan on doing any cooking in here, for example, it's probably not a good idea, but if you really, really had to, you got some ventilation there. And it's just mesh with like a window, false window there. And you can really feel the breeze. You've got another one there as well. And it's got both sides of the tent. And you've got sufficient airflow with a little, I don't know if you can see it in the dark, but just through there you've got the external flap going down, just to stop any rain to come in. It's a really good design, really chuffed. And as you can see, it just zips down the middle. And that's it, all opened up there. And all it does is it just rolls up until the toggle there, it just ties off on the outside. Loads of room in this tent, it's an amazing bit of kit. And there's no leaks. Absolute bloody miracle, because it's just been raining solidly for a good 5 hours now. And you can probably hear it pitter patter on the outside, and yeah, we're totally dry. And the Dutch Army cam is very, very similar, if not identical, to the DPM. Disruptive pattern material, been replaced by the MTP stuff, but if I'm honest, I'm a bit of a fan of the DPM stuff, really. Always have been. So all nice and sealed, all good. Whew, talk about chilled out or what, big time. And I only had one beer. It's coming up to midnight now, so just got the DOS bag opened. I'm inside it, but I'm just keeping it unzipped because it's quite warm, and I've got a feeling I might have to sleep on top of it or leave it out altogether, really, because it's an amazing sleeping bag, this Defence 4. It really is. It's like it's got two very thin, like almost jungle sleeping bags, but a little bit thicker, sewed inside each other with an air pocket in between. So when you get in it and you zip it up, it feels like the whole thing just inflates itself. It's really warm. Obviously, I mean, the temperature outside is probably about between 12 and 14 degrees C, so it's not cold enough to test it, really. It's just a new item. I thought I'd just try it. But I should imagine when it's really, really cold, 0 or below, I can't wait to try it out, see what it's really like. But it's very comfortable, very spacious as well. It's a lot lighter than the Arctic bag, and it compresses as well, smaller. So yeah, the reviews are ongoing. As far as the tent's going, I've got a tiny little bit of leakage, more or less right above where my head is, which is great. There's about 3 or 4 drops just beading down the inside. Everything else is dry. It just seems to be that area which is a bit strange. Maybe it's because it's more or less in the central panel of that bit of canvas. That's probably collecting there, so maybe I will have to waterproof it after all. But everything else seems to be fine. I'm really dry in here. All the kit's dry, which is great. Tom's just turned in. We had a nice long chat. We had a great laugh, and you know, this rain just seems to be coming and going, and it's forecast to stop pretty much within the hour. So hopefully, fingers crossed it will. And when we wake up, nice and dry and sunny, fire, breakfast, yay! We'll have to see how it goes. Until then, this is probably the last shout for me for the night time. I'll just listen to the sound of the rain hitting the canvas, and that's it for me in the day one. See you in the morning. Morning, guys. That was an interesting night's sleep, that was. Wow. The sleeping bag is like a furnace. It's so hot. I actually had to take all my clothes off and down to my pants. It's ridiculous. Just couldn't get comfy with the clothes on. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I think it's probably around about 8 o'clock in the morning now. It sounds like Tom's up because I can hear the tarp covering the logs rustling around. So because we're still within a because we're in a sealed unit in his tent, it's great to get all your ablutions done really, because I've got the wet wipes and everything else, and I can get dressed and stuff, mossy wipes, etc, etc. Get it all done now rather than open the tent up, get outside and just get eaten to death. So I think I'll get all that done, and you don't want to see this anyway, so I'll see you soon. We're going to be trying the chaga from Moscow Prepper for the first time out in the field. So I'm going to do everything I can to try and prep this to make sure it works. It's a learning curve for me, so we'll see how we get on. See anything, didn't it? Yeah.
It is landing on it.
Sort of bouncing off it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe if I do it from a distance, they might just. Right, let's have a look. Whoops. Oh, fuck. We'll cut that bit out.
How flaky is it? It's quite dry.
Oh yeah, it's really dry.
gosh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just it's one of those things that looks easy,
Yeah.
but until let's try the other side. It's a bit more rickety, isn't it? Something might land on it, hopefully. Whoa. Nope, I see nothing in there. I've got enough battery left. Nice night.
Just don't want to know, does it? Let's see.
Nothing going on there at all. Tell you what, let's put that there. Some fresh stuff in the back. I'm here all day. Break dance. You little bugger, come on, what's the matter with you?
How did they light it? How does he light it? Same.
With a flint and a steel, and he just
Does
goes dink with a file, a
Yeah.
bit of flint, and puts it on top, and just goes one strike, and a little spark down to it, and it goes. This stuff, you've got to be really.
What if you rest the ferro rod on it? No, it'd break up, wouldn't it? Crumble, I suppose.
What, put it on top? Right?
Yeah,
yeah,
straight
that would
on
just, shatter it, wouldn't it? I should have bought another one with a handle on it. It's a fucking fuck it all. One spark, that's all you want. Tend to get my light on it, I think.
Where the jack lost then? Smoker's got a handle on it.
Oh, well, have you used it?
No.
Oh, man.
Well, I think I have once.
Yeah, it's
Show
got
the
a line
father
on
or
it.
not. Show the father or not.
Right, okay. Oh, it's a lot easier to hold. Fucking hell. Yeah, I think it's got one on there. Well, we're going to have a go at using a cramp ball now. Just see how she goes with the bird's nest.
lifesaver.
We have success.
See, I thought it was still not going to work, but look at that. So, put that on there now.
There it all is in there. Birch bark. I've got some dried thistle seeds. Big bunch of dry grass. And if I can't do this, I might as well die. Wow. It's getting hot.
Coming now.
I've done it. Can't believe I've done it.
Excellent job, mate.
Bloody hell.
And that was just what did you use then to?
Oh, it's not over yet.
Oh, that's good. Still there. Still.
This birch bark is very dry.
It sounds a bit damp, doesn't it? It should be more crispy.
There's the ember down there.
That's it.
It's fallen right to the
It
bottom.
has, hasn't it?
I will get it though. It's going to be on its last legs, but I will get it.
Yeah. You can't give up.
No way. I'll have to come this far. See, it's burnt right down to the logs now.
Uh-huh.
It's nice and hot down there. Yeah, might just do it. Get that just on there. Come on, you're nearly there. I'll take that birch bark back to the shop. Oh, you're light-headed doing this, I'll tell you that. Right, knife. Can you pass the knife, please, mate?
Yep.
Oh, brilliant, thanks to you. Yeah, the ember's still going and strong.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you get all these chances if you just carry on doing it. Bloody hot. Right. There's some birch bark. Yeah, you can get a bit out of that bag.
Yeah.
It's wicked. Cheers, dude. Right. Take two, eh?
Yep.
Wow, this is tough. We're going. Yeah, mate. Making me bloody light-headed, all that breathing.
Try it again. I'll get rid of these. Just go on top of it soon you can.
Just want to ignite it, just burning it, mate.
The crab ball works fine then.
Yeah, the crack ball's really great, but I'm not sure about this birch bark. It feels like it's dry enough, but it's just smouldering. It just doesn't seem to get enough heat to make it. Maybe if I rough it up, it might work. Crack ball's still going strong in there.
Yeah. Like that lint. Try a little bit of that lint by it.
Yeah, I'm tempted to put a bloody my stick in there actually. That'll do it. I want to try and just use all this stuff. But can't believe it's still burning, can you?
Probably a good idea thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll put one of these charger balls on there. See if I can transfer the heat.
Yeah.
That might give me another chance. Eh? Fighting losing battle now because it's disappearing for a second. Oh, I can see it now. It's in there.
Where's it gone?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's trying hard to find the bloody thing. There it is. Yeah, we caught. Brilliant, we got a second chance, baby. Sorry this has gone on a bit long, but this is how it really is.
And it bounced down last night. It was damp.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit of damp to play in this actually.
Fallen down.
Oh yeah, well done. Let's try and find something different like that.
Smoking that.
I'm getting out of breath here. Whoa, I'm spinning out. It's cool. God, I'm bad. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought this birch bark would be a lot more easy to catch. It's just smouldering. It's laughable, it really is. It's going to take my face off in it, I just know it.
Fine.
I don't think I'll get any more puff at me.
Do you want me to have a go?
Hey,
Do you want me to have a go?
if you like. Yeah, you're more than welcome, mate. It's tough work on the arse and the knees, though. It really is. Man. I hope Ray Mears had all this trouble the first time we ever done it. Because I feel like a Jesse, but bloody hell, it really takes some puff out of you.
Don't think it does.
Oh dear, try doing it for 10 minutes. Oh, I'm off my face in it, I love it. What I'm doing now, I'm going to try and get some Maya shavings onto this piece of birch bark, and if that don't do it, Tom's getting on, and we need something to eat, mate. So.
Yeah. Still smoking. The amber's just inside.
Of course, yeah, from what they know. Nah. We'll try the old striker again.
Oh, get back, Steve.
Oh no, it does you in, doesn't it? All this crouching down. Oh, jeez, buddy. Let's get some of this.
What's that you put on there now? It's
Really-
fatwood, is it?
Just proper fatwood, isn't it? Maya sticks.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's you get a bit of flame on that, mate, and it's proper nice. Cheers, buddy.
It's great.
Put that over there. I'm not gonna get lost. That is ridiculous, isn't it? There we
There
are.
we go.
Wow.
It's intense.
Speak of the bloody devil, eh?
Excellent.
Well on ever. And that was last chance saloon as well. That was,
Yeah.
I was about to give up and get the lighter out. This is the most important bit. I like them bloody twigs to dry. think they are. I think they're freaking damp.
They are damp, mate.
Damp as bloody hell, man.
Even though we covered them last night, it's come from the ground, doesn't it?
Pissed it down the night before, didn't it?
Yeah.
What's that, love? I think we're good.
Yep.
Gee whiz, that was a pain in the Harris, wasn't it? I don't know how long that took in real time, but it wasn't 2 minutes.
No.
Unbloody believable. Crazy shit right there, bro. That's crazy shit.
We got it.
Yeah. All natural as well. No lighters will fuel.
No.
That's pretty cool. Nice one. I'm gonna go home and tell my mum. Yeah, get some oxygen in there and we're pretty good. Thanks to the old Pharaoh striker from Jack Claw Knives. It might have just saved our bacon. It's nice with that handle there, it's great to hold. There you go, Tom.
Cheers, thank you.
Wow, what a thing. Check it out. If only it didn't rain last night, we could have had all this.
Yeah. It was just damp.
Yep, that's what it was. I mean, yeah, you've got the tarp over, keeping the rain off, but when you've got high humidity and dampness, it's pretty tough to get that going naturally, isn't it?
Yeah.
Still, it's all good practice, mate.
Got there in the end.
Yep, it's the most important thing. But yeah, it does feel really moist actually.
It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Clammy. Touch.
Even though we're in summer, it's still, you've still got to be bloody on the ball.
Yeah.
Right, we'll let that cool up a bit and come back to you. Well, there it is. It just goes to show, you know, if you really stick at it, I mean, I didn't want to sort of edit all of that out, if you know what I mean. I wanted to show you exactly what it's like for the first time doing something like that. And I'll tell you what, it really did make me go a bit dizzy, blowing like a bitch, but as you can see, that is totally naturally made, really chuffed, really chuffed. And yeah, it's the same old adage, you know, never give up. I mean, it was literally on the last strike, I thought, I'm just going to get lighter out, sod it, and it, wow, wicked. Breakfast time. Thought I'd try something different. I fancied like some bacon, some sausages, beans, eggs, all that sort of thing. But why not do sausages wrapped in bacon? Something different. Well, I've got some duck eggs and I'm going to boil them and hopefully it should be nice. What I was skinning earlier, getting the bark off, hoping that they're going to go over alright. I've made the end nice and sharp. I've given it a little way through the flames to burn off any nasty bits on there. Let's get that on there. Now we can. Wow, it's just like a scalpel already, it's looking out. No point having a blunt knife. Right. Always clean your hands before you do this as well. You don't want to get any germs and nasty stuff all over the place. I think what I need to do is to slit the skin so it's going to slide through alright. Yeah, good. This might take a while, so I'll probably just show you a few of these and I'll just crack on with the rest. It's going to work. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Wow. 3, 4. Okay. going right up to there. Something different, isn't it? There's the duck eggs. All it is an end of an egg box with some little slits around there so the elastic band just holds them together. And they survive the trip, no problems really. You do have to sort of bear in mind that they're there. Don't just forget about them because they will break. And that's the last thing you want. So what I tend to do when I'm cooking the eggs up is put them in the your boiling vessel. Put your cold water in it and then put them on the heat. Don't put boiling water in because if you put boiling water onto eggs, they just crack. So always start your eggs off from cold. Yeah, I could have used the water from the stream for this, but you know, I just can't tell you about food hygiene really. In case one of them does break, and you don't want that stream water and all that mixing up. Don't take no chances, you really don't. You get a bad belly out here. Some parts of that fire is starting to coal up now, which is ideal for cooking on. As I say, as soon as that fire is starting to get well established, just like loads of big old logs on there. You get an inferno going on, you know. Then you can cook on it. Let's put it down here. So I've got all of my cooking stuff has been with the BCB Crusader mug. I've got zebra billy cans and all Christ knows what else. I'm always going to do my eggs first because once they're cooked they can just be left out of the way then. No problems at all. In fact I've been needing my gloves to take that off. I mustn't forget that. The kebab skewer. Sausages with smoked bacon. Should be fun. Could do with one of those rotisserie things that Foxy's got. This is pretty controllable, it's all good. It might take a while, so I'll show you as it's nearly done already. You don't want to see this for 10 minutes, do you? Or do you? Oh, it's starting to smell the bacon already. Wow. How cool is that? When you're doing stuff like this, always make sure you've got a long stick as well, because if you do a short stick, you're just going to be melting your hand. I mean, the heat from here is just ridiculous already. And also, because you've got the stick in the middle, you're not going to get raw meat in the middle, because there's no raw meat there, it's a stick instead. So yeah, it's a great idea. Just hope the bacon doesn't unravel as I turn it around. Looks like it might. We'll have to see how we get on. Well, we're getting there. It's taking a while, isn't it, Tom? It's just slowly and surely, but one we would have it, mate. We could have a shit hot breakfast. Wow.
I'm bloody starving as well.
No, me too, mate. Yeah, I really am. It all smells good.
Try this, see if this will stick.
Oh, you're going for the Mission Impossible, eh?
Yeah.
Egg in a mess tin, guys. Wish him luck.
It's going to smoke.
Yeah, you don't want that there. Any flame, because that'll just bubble that and it'll go nuts. I think the eggs are done. I'm leaving them in the water, away from the flame now, just to slowly finish off. And I'm hoping they're not hard-boiled, but it doesn't matter if they are, but I prefer them if they're a little bit runny. The duck eggs are duck eggs, aren't they? Duck eggs. Oh
Yeah,
man.
they're nice there, aren't they? They're a bit quite rich though, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't really have them that often, but it's a nice little treat, you know. Well, it's not every day I'll come out in the woods and cook a breakfast, so I thought I might as well do it in style and try something new. Yeah, so far it's getting there. See, that's the importance of doing quite a well-established fire, you know, because you can let the coals go down,
Yeah.
and you got cookable time for a couple of hours on it, no problem. You ain't got to rush and do it before the fire goes out.
Throwing off some heat though.
God, yeah. I've never done this before, peeled an egg with bloody gloves on. Because it's nice and hot, I can get away with it. Must admit, it does feel like I'm an handcuffed crab at the moment. Yeah, it seems to be doing it. And judging by the feel and the bounce I'm getting from this egg, I reckon I've got some nice yolk inside. That's one done. In the pot she goes. Oh yes. I can't wait to eat that. These are lovely.
Yeah. Are they smoked sausages, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And smoked again by myself. And the eggs turned out good too. Oh, wow. Right, nice one, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it does indeed.
Been
Thank you
great-
very much
That's all right. You're
for
welcome.
having me
mate.
down here.
That's all right. Thanks for making a trip down because it's a long
No
old
problem.
drive, mate. So it done well there.
Shame about the rain, but it didn't matter.
Nah.
It was fine.
Water for ducks back, mate.
Indeed.
Just like the eggs.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've cleared up now. Left no trace, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't really know where at all. So done a good job, as you always should do. And that's about it.
Yeah, all done.
So thanks for watching.
Cheers, matey.
Stay funky.
Thank you.